हेलो एवरीबॉडी, आज के इस वीडियो में मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करने वाली हूँ मोस्ट रिसेंटली आस्क्ड या लेटेस्ट आस्क्ड कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस। कुछ क्वेश्चंस के मैं आपके साथ सैम्पल आंसर्स भी डिस्कस करूंगी। अब जैसे कि मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ, सैम्पल आंसर्स डिस्कस करने का मेरा एक ही इंटेंशन होता है कि जब आप दूसरों के आंसर्स सुनते हो तो यू विल गेट एन आइडिया कि आप अपने आंसर्स कैसे बेटर बना सकते हो, आप कौन से कॉन्टेक्स्ट में अपने आंसर्स प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो ऑन द इंटरव्यू डे, एंड आप कैसे कुछ पॉइंट्स ऐड कर सकते हो एंड कुछ पॉइंट्स आपको नहीं बोलने चाहिए। तो यही है मेरा इंटेंशन सैम्पल आंसर्स डिस्कस करने का। एंड हाँ, कुछ क्वेश्चंस के मैं आंसर्स डिस्कस नहीं करने वाली हूँ जो कि सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी होंगे या जो कि इजी होंगे, जो जिनके आंसर्स आप बहुत इजीली खुद बोल सकते हो, जस्ट टू सेव योर टाइम एंड टू सेव माई टाइम। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। मेरा नाम है रचना एंड वेलकम टू माई चैनल। Okay, so the first question is women empowerment. What according to you is women empowerment? Basically, women empowerment according to me is creating an environment where a woman feels independent, where a woman feels that she's been given equal opportunity and she's able to thrive and then succeed in that environment is women empowerment according to me. Okay, so the next question is, according to you, which woman is financially independent? According to me, any woman who's self-reliant is independent. Any woman who's able to pay her own bills, who's able to cater to the needs of her family is a financially independent woman. Next question is, what do you do in your free time? ये एक self-explanatory question है। जो भी आपके hobbies है वो आप बता सकते हैं, बोल सकते हैं। I'm not going to answer this. Next question is, tell me something about your city. Again, this is a self-explanatory question, but if I have to give you examples, I come from Bangalore. I am from Bangalore. So Bangalore is also known as the Garden City of India. It is also known as the Silicon City. It is known for its pleasant weather. So these are some of the examples that I can give you. You must be having something unique about your city. You can talk about it. Okay. Next question is, what did you learn from your last rejection? Whenever they ask you a question like this, if they've understood or if they know that you had given an interview attempt in the previous few months or whatever, make sure ki you show them that you have grown from it, you have grown from the past, and you are positive about getting the job role. So you can say that, I understood the importance of understanding or realizing the company values and requirements of the airline. Thus, I also realized the significance of showing your unique skills that align with the job role. Next question is, what makes you happy? This is again a self-explanatory question. You can talk about whatever makes you happy. It's somewhere like similar to what are your hobbies, what do you do in your pastime. Something that makes you happy is something that could be your pastime. That's why you like to do it in your free time, right? So you can say something like that. Next is, why is grooming important for cabin crew? I think grooming in general is important for any customer facing role, because somewhere when you look good or when you have groomed yourself well, you become confident, you feel good, and when you feel good, the people around you can see it. It is very, very visible. Your vibes are visible. Your body language speaks for itself. And if you are in a customer facing role, people are looking at you. So to create that sense of approachability, to create that sense of trust within your customers, somewhere I feel grooming also plays an important role. Next question is, what changes do you want to see in your state in the next 3 years? Again, whichever state you belong to, whichever city you belong to, it is important to be culturally aware. It is important to be socially aware. You don't need to know all the current affairs of what's happening in your city, what's happening in your state, but being culturally aware and socially aware is important. Okay. Next question is, tell me what makes Indigo different from other airlines. So please remember that Indigo hires only female cabin crew. So what makes it different from the other airlines? This is one of the unique things that Indigo has. You can say, because obviously आप लड़की ही होगे जो interview देने गए होगे, so make sure that you say that I feel as a woman I feel quite empowered with this fact that Indigo hires only females as their cabin crew. Indigo trusts females and believes in females taking the responsibility of their cabin wholly. So that's something I feel which is very empowering. Indigo has such a huge amount of market share in the country that it is somewhere giving employment to so many people. So many families are being fed by this company. So that is something that I really feel very unique about this company. Next question is social media boon or bane? If you use social media in the right ways, then it is a boon. If you use it in the wrong ways, incorrect means, if you misuse social media, then of course it is a bane. So it completely depends on an individual. It completely depends on how you use it. You can use it to your utmost benefit. We all have seen it during COVID, and even this interview advertisement that I got to know was through social media. So if you use it in the right ways, it is a boon. If you don't use it in the right ways, it can be quite a bad experience. For next question is, how do you prioritize safety in your work? Maybe this person who has sent me this question must have been an experienced candidate, and that's why they have asked him, how do you prioritize safety in your work? बट जो मुझे देख रहे हैं ज़्यादातर फ्रेशर्स ही हैं, तो मोस्टली आपका क्वेश्चन अगर हुआ तो वो ऐसा होगा कि हाउ विल यू प्रायोरिटाइज सेफ्टी इन योर वर्क? सेफ्टी एंड कस्टमर सर्विस और सेफ्टी एंड सर्विस आर बोथ इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर अ कैबिन क्रूज जॉब. ठीक है, हाउएवर सेफ्टी विल ऑलवेज प्ले एन अपर हैंड, and to prioritize it, every airline, every company has certain set of rules which we call procedures or rules or whatever you call it. Every airline has certain set of rules. Whenever you stick to rules, life becomes easier. Whenever we stick to rules, even on day-to-day life, when you are on the road, when you are driving, you follow traffic rules. So whenever you stick to rules, life becomes easier, life becomes safer, and everything works in the right direction. So in my understanding, whenever I get a chance to work as a cabin crew, as a ground staff, I will prioritize safety by following the rules which are laid down by my company. Okay. Question is, why should we not hire you? So it's a very unique question. Most of the times जब भी आपसे पूछा जाता है, ये पूछा जाता है कि why should we hire you? So if they ask you why should we not hire you, first of all, if I would have been in your place, I would say thank you very much for your question. It's a unique question because generally whenever anybody asks me this, it's always the other way around. They always ask me why we should be hiring you and not the other way, like you've asked me. So the only thing that I can think of as a fresher, I do not have enough experience as a cabin crew. So I may not bring the experience and knowledge with me. However, having said that, I am somebody who's a dedicated learner. I am somebody who's willing to learn. I am somebody who's willing to improve. So one of the reasons why you should not be hiring me is that I am a fresher. I do not come with an experience. However, you should be hiring me because I'm a dedicated learner, I'm motivated, and I will work every day to improve, because someday everybody was a fresher. Even the experienced candidates were freshers, and because they got the opportunity, they were able to gain the knowledge and wisdom, and they got the experience, and I'm willing to get there soon. Next question is, how will you manage flying and your studies? Generally ये उन लोगों से पूछा जाता है जिन्होंने 10+2 दिया है and they are coming to appear for the interview. They generally say in the interview that, we've just completed our 12th, we are also pursuing our graduation and we want to start working. Of course, the recruiter may ask you, then how will you manage both the things? You can say that I am a responsible person. I know how to manage my time effectively. I have time management skills. Even when I was in, 12th standard, or even when I was in college, I was doing extracurricular activities and doing my studies at the same time, and since I am a responsible person, I was fortunately able to manage both of them, and my performance at my extracurricular activities was as good as my performance in my education. Next question is, what does smile mean to you? I think smile is one of the most important tools that any person has in their toolkit. It creates a sense of warmth. It creates a sense of friendliness and approachability towards the other person. So, smile according to me means warmth, friendliness, and approachability. Next question is, tell me about your favorite movie character. This is self-explanatory. I'm not going to go deep into it. Remember, जो भी movie character के बारे में आप बात कर रहे हो, you should be able to elaborate about him or her. Okay, let's say you talk about Shah Rukh Khan. Why do you like him? Talk about a movie. Talk about what was his character in that movie and why you are able to resonate with that character should be your answer. Okay. Next question is, what are you doing currently? If you are a student, talk about being a student. If you are a working professional, you can talk about being a working professional. You can talk about your job. Okay. Next question is, why do you want to become a cabin crew? Everybody has their reasons to become a cabin crew. My reason to become a cabin crew was travel, and also I'm a people's person. I enjoy my time being with people. I enjoy communicating with people, and I also love traveling. So one of the only reasons why I wanted to take up this job was that I would not feel that as if I'm working, because I enjoy doing both of them. So you should always take up a job where you don't feel like you're working. I enjoy traveling, plus I enjoy being with people, and that's why I chose this career as my career. Next question is, tell me something which you can do for changing the society. Well, I think every person today should be doing something to change our society. Okay, so if you have not started doing something, I think this is a sign for you to start doing something. For me personally, I try to minimize the use of plastics. I do it every day. I make sure that I do not use too many plastic stuff. I make sure that I reuse every plastic that I have in every way I can possibly. So that's my little that I contribute towards the society. This again is a self-explanatory question, and I have already given you the answer, but think of some ways which you think that you can change the society. तो इसी से आज के इस वीडियो में बस इतना ही. अगर आपको ये वीडियो इन्फॉर्मेटिव लगा तो आप मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर सकते हैं, लाइक कर सकते हैं इस वीडियो को. अगर आपने भी किसी भी कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू में रिसेंटली पार्ट लिया है तो प्लीज कमेंट सेक्शन में अपनी क्वेश्चंस को शेयर कीजिएगा. दिस विल हेल्प अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु आर एस्पायरिंग फॉर दिस जॉब. थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर योर टाइम एंड गुड बाय.